Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here. Welcome back to the farm, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Courtland, Minnesota. Today's episode, we are going to continue our, race to get done harvesting before winter hits. We're gonna get there pretty easy, I believe. We can take a look at the fields in a second. You may remember we're working on a big old soybean contract in field 23 in the last episode. We finished that. You can see we made a bunch of money off of that. We made a pretty good amount of money off of our soybean field, and we made a few purchases, a few rentals, and that's about all I can think of right now. So let me find this guy quick, unload him, and then I can show you exactly what we're doing. Yeah, as you can see, we are now in field 32. It's the field right next to our farm, the one that wraps around it. And we'll just go and unload this before we go because the corn fills up very quick. Yeah, we're here in the 8400. This thing is still just being an absolute workhorse. It's going to be a sad day when we find something to replace it. Oh, we're way too close. Used to the spacing for the bean headers. We're excited to finally start getting corn off. We'll be able to start making dry corn, hopefully. And then, hopefully it's worth it. I haven't even looked at the prices. I assume it's worth it. Kind of, maybe. But yeah, I guess I haven't even looked. I'm just kind of assuming. Kind of winging it here. I have some updates for my plans on the series as a whole. And then, yeah, we'll just probably finish out some of our own fields. Let's turn this on if we're going to be on the road. You know, we could just dip right back off the road. But yeah, big plans, big, medium-sized purchase made. And you can kind of see in the distance here, a new piece of equipment, temporarily. But let's get this thing unloading, and I can explain what is going on the farm. So, for rentals, we rented the Oxbow 2340. It's a good size merger, 12 meters, biggest one in the game, I believe. Biggest one I have for sure. We were going to hook the 8650, our articulated tractor, up to it, but our neighbor called and asked if we'd be willing to plow a field for him, which is just field 40. It's basically the only reason we accepted. And hopefully someday if we need to lease it, he'll give us a good price. He's getting a little bit older, not moving as good as he used to, so he may someday get out of the farming game, and hopefully either gives us a good price on a lease or a purchase. But yeah, you can see the 8650 over in the field doing its thing. But yeah, so we had that hooked up to the International over here. We just got done before turning the camera on, unloading propane into our propane tanks with our new propane trailer that we bought from the co-op for $25,000, and then we also filled it up. So everything you see in our bank account is after propane purchases, so we're doing pretty well. We're probably going to buy a lot more propane, and probably going to end up buying a semi-trailer for it eventually, depending on how much we tear through. We have not filled the fuel barrel up yet. Need to contact the co-op to fill that up. And yeah, I think that's about it for over here. Oh yeah, but like I said, I don't know if I actually talked about this. So we're gonna merge all of our fields for corn straw and bean straw, or corn stalks and bean straw, and either save some of them or just sell everything for some extra side cash. But yeah, that's the plan with that. I don't know if I elaborated. As far as contracts go, like I said, we are helping our neighbor out over here. I don't think we're really gonna try to pick up too many other contracts this season, just because there's not that many near us, and I'd rather just focus on kind of finishing up our own stuff. Obviously with 2 combines, we're going to easily finish all of our property And then the plan is to pick up some plowing contracts with the 8650 and really make some money off of that, maybe through the fall and into the spring. Maybe a couple planting contracts, just because we have so many planters, like way too many. I'm actually thinking of selling maybe the seeders, because I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure the John Deere corn planters we have can actually plant soybeans as well. So at that point, why even have the drills? Because I don't plan on doing wheat or anything like that. But maybe we keep one of them. Let's see. What else is going on the farm? Oh yeah, I was thinking of buying another combine, and specifically making that like a big combine, and making that like the de facto contract combine, and just having these guys as like keep near the farm, you know, harvest our own crops type of guys, until we can afford another one or two very large combines. But that's a ways down the road. Yeah, obviously hoping we can pick up some good contracts in the fall. Well, we're in the fall, late fall, early spring. Let's look at. I just pulled this up before the video started because like I said, I haven't looked at the prices. So corn's going for low end let's say 375 at the very low end, 388 low end. And 446 for the high end, 459. So 450-ish, 380 to 450 for regular corn. And I panicked a little bit because I have a corn dryer mod on top of the map's integrated corn dry corn mod. So dried corn, you'll see dried corn, dried oat, dried everything, nothing. So I started panicking, Googling, looking at whatever I could, comments on the itch.io page, everything I could. And then I just didn't even think of scrolling down to dry corn, where we have all the prices. And actually, if we're looking right now, the price of dry corn really sucks. The co-op's buying it for $4.99. Obviously, we're not looking to get rid of this dry corn right away, so I'm not in a hurry at all or worried about getting rid of it. But we can potentially top out midwinter at $900. And regular corn also tops out potentially at $900. So I think we'll dry it just for fun. We already bought the propane, so why not? And then we'll maybe save some regular corn, and then midwinter we'll see if there actually is a noticeable price difference, if it's worth drying or not drying. So maybe we'll try that. But let's let this guy get to the end here and empty him, and then we can head back to the farm and focus on the corn. Alrighty, we finished unloading the combine for beans. And now we'll head back to the farm because we just got the call that the corn combine is now full. So I am thinking next episode I will be comfortable enough to use auto drive, so there won't be as many jumping between implements. We'll be able to automate some of it. I know some people like that, some people don't. I personally don't like having to jump between 95 different things. I think it makes for a crazy, kind of chaotic video. But yeah, that's the plan, is to become a little bit more confident in auto drive. I've had it in literally every game since it released, I think, or a form of it, like whatever type of mod they've had, and I've just never learned it. Never ever. I always just end up doing everything by myself. So I think we're going to change that. Hopefully by the next episode we'll have some things automated, even though by the next episode that probably won't matter because harvesting will be over. I did think of some other things, like I was talking about buying a combine, and let me look over my shoulder to make sure Big Deer's not listening. I'm not proud to say this, but I might buy something other than a John Deere. Now, I hope you guys don't tell anyone, because like I said, I'm not proud of it, but we might be buying something other than a Deere. But that's not guaranteed, so don't go telling everyone. That's just speculation right now. But yeah, I don't know. Want to try something different. I want to try to find possibly an older 2000 style combine, and right now the only I can think of is a case. So yeah, we may become a case family. Well, partial case. But yeah, so potentially a case combine, unless I can find something else. I'd be down for a New Holland as well, but there doesn't seem to be that many New Holland mods, so that's a little tougher. Yeah, maybe a Lexion, like a cat. If there's any cat mods that I can find. I know there was one in 22, but I can't think of any in 25. What else? This is only a second episode of the entire series, but we got a lot of updates here. Oh, this may become a partially multiplayer light RP type of series with my buddy. He has offered to help and make some content. Now that I'm really trying to kind of put the pedal to the metal, I know there's been a week gap between uploads, but yeah, now I'm really trying to kind of put the pedal to the metal and upload more often. He's offered to chip in some videos, so you may be seeing or hearing another voice on the channel, see another in-game face. But yeah, other than that, that's all I can really think of for like major updates. I should also disclose, I rented this Oxbow and then immediately kind of thought I didn't really need it. So, in case you're thinking, why are you doing that? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. It just kind of looked fun, to be honest. So, yeah. Because the windrows are pretty big already. Like, they're no small windrow, but... yeah, I don't know if we're going to use the Oxbow. Honestly, we might just set up the... we might just put a worker in the field with a baler and let him go to town. But I'm not going to return it yet. We might use it still. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see if there's any contracts. I do plan on really hitting spraying hard next year as well. Right now, all of our tractors are legit tied up. I'm going to put it on the case. So we don't have any tractors available for fertilizing. That's not even near us. That's not even near us. That's almost kind of near us. Not really. No. 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 No, and that's going to be a no. Right? 66? That's like way up north, I believe. Oh, yeah, that's furthest north map there, or furthest north field there is. So nothing for fertilizing, plowing, field 22. We might pick that up. That's just south. That's literally right over yonder here. It's a huge field for our plow. But granted, plows don't get much bigger. Yeah, that's big. That's a big time job right there. It's a lot of fuel burned. But we are comfortable enough to like where we can take those bigger contracts, especially if we don't use the Oxbow. And, you know, the 8400 can easily hook up to this. I just thought it'd be funny to see an articulated tractor on here. Not really an exciting episode, like I said, guys. I'll be the first to admit it. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to get this going. As you can see, we only have a little bit of corn in here and a little bit of propane. Oh my God, you can hold 2 million liters of propane. My God. I don't know how realistic that is. So for corn, cost per month $24, cycles per month 3,800. While we will activate it, we'll probably burn through a lot of propane. So like I said, I'll probably do a lot of that off camera, because I'm not driving this tractor all the way to the co-op. I refuse. I won't do it. I had to already take the case off and hook it up because this one tops out at 18 miles an hour, and I'm not driving that far. I refuse. I have standards. And the truck is not compatible. It doesn't hook up to the ball hitch, unfortunately. So I need to, if any of you guys know of any other propane compatible trailers, I only have these two, and they're just like the base game trailers. I would love to find a more, even something along this line, something a little more not this, basically. So yeah, I have this trailer and this trailer. I don't think, if we go down to sprayers, I don't think the anhydrous trailers have no propane compatibility. No. So yeah, if you guys know of any other trailers, let me know. It might be map specific. I don't know. I just figured, oh wowie, I'd ask because I just don't like these like European style trailers. No offense to the Euros, you guys are cool, but your trailers are ugly. And our corn guy's on his third pass. Let's go unload him quick. Yeah, this video definitely more of a bit of an update. Next video is gonna be a lot of bailing content probably. I'm gonna be doing a lot of more manual labor, not so much relying on the AI. We'll probably use that trailer to hold the bales if we can. I assume it has hookup points for straps. We'll have to take a look. That trailer kind of just came with the farm and was just in the weeds. So I don't know if it's even roadworthy. Yeah, let's catch up to this combine. Alrighty, here we are. I did think of, and this is kind of what I love about starting a new series, and I seem to do it often. You get to just imagine what you're gonna do, and I get to tell you guys about all my ADHD ideas. So, I am kind of thinking of maybe getting rid of the grain carts. And that might be a really stupid idea, I don't know yet. I'm just kind of chewing on it, just because I can show you my options after unloading this guy. I think my logic is there. Hopefully, in my delusional ideas of farm sim, I think it makes sense. But I'll run it past you guys, and I'd love to hear your input on it. And you're good. So obviously grain carts are awesome. I love them. We might just keep them, or sell them and eventually get like a bigger one. I think if we sell it, we'll probably get this beautiful Elmer's with the extensions on it and the double Michelins. Oh my God, look at it. But until then, I am thinking of getting a Volvo with the X2 frame, not the X3 because I think it's ugly, with the Alliance tires on it, and then a little something like 525 horsepower. And then, you know, we have options. They're not cheap options, but we have options. We can, you know, throw a Winkler grain box on the back. We can throw a Brandon grain box on the back. But on the back of those grain boxes, we can still have an auger wagon. Now my thinking with this, excuse me, I don't know how autoplay works. I don't know how easily I can make this grain cart go up to my drop-off point and just unload with the auger directly, like how I've been doing it. I don't know if I can do that, so I need to test it. If it works really well, sure, I'll just leave it as it is. We'll continue with, you know, how we're doing it. But if it doesn't work that well, my thought is with a straight frame truck, I mean, auto drive I know it can handle that. That's no problem. And then on top of that, once we start our farm someday, we can get a silage boss as well, and we can just unbolt the attachments from the frames, bolt on the new attachment, and you know, during the fall we have our silage setup and our grain setup all in one go, and we save a lot of a lot of time. They go faster. You don't have to worry about turning radiuses for trailers and stuff like that. So, yeah, between the idea of selling the auger wagons or just shedding them for a while and going to the X2 frames. Let me know what you guys think of that. Like I said, in the first episode, I'm all for some input. I'm all for it. I like the community interaction. I'm not one like I have basically no clear idea of what I want from the series. Usually I go in with kind of an idea. This one is we're just shooting from the hip here. So if you guys have an idea that I like, I'll do it. And if you have any suggestions for mods, like I said, I'm looking for some older mods, kind of like this 90s, 2000s era type of equipment. So if you guys know of where to get some, I've scoured itch. I think I've gotten a lot of it that I'm actually interested in, but maybe I'm missing some. But yeah, if you guys know where to get some, also let me know. Join the Discord as well. I need to push that more. But I think we're going to end the video here. I know not a lot got done. Like I said, this was more of an update video of like, here's how much stuff is going to change very quickly in the coming episodes is more what this video is. So there'll probably be another episode coming out pretty soon after this one. Like probably with same day or next day of like more actual farming content. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of this video, you guys. Like I said, it was a busy video. More of ideas and what to expect from the series. I'm starting to get a little bit better of idea of what I want to do, what we should try to do. As I learn this map, I'm starting to get more ideas as well for the future of the farm. Like I said before we go, I will remind you guys that this may or may not happen, depending on how much money we can accumulate. This chunk of land, and we can actually run up to it quick. Where are we? It's over here. This chunk of land, it's on a little bit of a slope, but I don't think it's unmanageable. We're thinking of putting some silage bunkers and a big old freestall dairy barn in here. Do I own this field? Oh my god, I do. Oh, awesome. But yeah, we're thinking of putting a freestall dairy barn in here. And making a dairy farm over here. It's a little bit of ways away from the farm over there, but I think we can make it work. So yeah, that's still on the back burner. This probably won't happen until episode 4, 5, 6, probably next summer, next fall, probably next fall, honestly, because we're gonna need that harvest income. But yeah, that's how we're gonna end the video today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any ideas for the farm. Like I said, I kind of want to put this video out just to try to get some, I guess, community interaction of if you are planning on coming back for this series, what do you want to see from it? Like I said, I have no set plans other than eventually maybe putting a dairy farm here. That's quite literally it. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for mods, let me know. If you want to join the Discord and suggest them in there, that's cool. I'm not going to go to some random sketchy website if you put a link in there. So if it's not like an itch.io or like a reputable modder that I know, or even like a Patreon, then I ain't doing it. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any suggestions. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and that's it for you guys. Peace out.